October. Can you believe I just said October? Pastor Kathy, Northwest Assembly of God, San Antonio, Texas. So glad you've stopped in. We have now entered the last quarter of this year. 2023 is about to close. I cannot believe it. And 2024, I will enter a new decade in my life. I cannot believe that either. In a second, Nettie's going to tell me who's with us. But I want to say I'm glad that you have stopped in. I'm glad that you've chosen to be in the house of the Lord virtually as we look in His Word today together. And that the Lord be with you wherever it is you are, in your homes, in your cars. Sometimes we have folks that join us in their cars. If you hear a voice, getting the thing, hey, where did they go? They were there, now they're not. There they are. So we're so glad that you've joined in today. I see my friend Bishop. We prayed for you this morning. We lifted you up. I'm believing that God, can you hit mute? That God met with you this morning and touched your body. Hey, cousin, I see you. Good afternoon, Pammy. Love you. Hope to see you this week. That's our plan. I'll talk to you later today. We're having a little bit of techno here for a second. We'll get it straight. But I'm so glad y'all are here. I have a message I want to share with you. Oh, I forgot and left it up at the altar. I was going to show y'all. It's from 1953. It's a scripture box that my mother and my Aunt Marjorie had back in the 50s. They were triangular. I don't know. Is anybody in the church listening in? If you are, can you run up to the altar and get it? There's that. Nettie's going to go get it because I want to show y'all this. It's something that they did, I don't know, in the 50s. And last Christmas, we have all kinds of hearts going up. Last Christmas, I gave bread. They call them bread of life now. And it looks like a bread loaf, and it's got scriptures in it. And what you do is you draw one each day. Now, when Mother passed, Tiffany got Mother's, but I had Marjorie's, my aunt's. And the funny thing was, Mother would have these scriptures. They would be in Bibles, and they would be taped on mirrors. They would be everywhere. But there was something very powerful. Thank you, Nettie. Thank you, Nettie. Here's what mine looks like. Let me put it right here. This is from 1952 or 53, somewhere in there. And this is my Aunt Marjorie's that was given to me, and my mom had an identical one. And what you did with these is you would pray and you would pull a scripture and you would read it, and then you would proclaim or believe for that scripture through the course of the day, however you drew them. So I grew up with that. And this morning I want to share with y'all something that has uniquely happened for 35 years in ministry. Every time I've had a big decision to make, or I felt like I just wanted instruction from the Lord, I would really, really seek the Lord and pray, and I would go and I would draw a scripture. Boy, that's way delayed. And for 35 years, this is the scripture that I have drawn. Now, you can't see closely, but there's no markings on it. There's no way I could know this was in that. I couldn't cheat. Is what I'm trying to tell you. And it would be in all kinds of different places in the scripture box. But here's what this scripture says. It's Psalms 32:8. And it says, I will instruct thee and teach thee in the way in which thou shalt go, and I will guide thee with mine eye. Now, in current English, it would be, I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go, and I will guide you with my eye. So a little more understandable, but David wrote this, and this 32nd Psalm, so you kind of understand how it's postured. The 32nd Psalm is a psalm of